What's up, YouTube? It's Monday. I think it's October 29th, 2012. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Monday vlogger, B. This week's topic is actually one that doesn't pertain to me too much, so I had to do a little research on it. I'd always heard about this before. It was one of the things that my doctor talked about, my surgeon and I talked about before I had surgery. But something that I didn't really experience, and until yesterday when I did a little bit of research, I now understand why. It's about hair loss. I'll go ahead and read the question for you. It is: hair loss. Share your hair loss experience as a post-op patient. When did it start? How did you deal with it? What did you use or take to make it stop or less of a problem? Did it stop, and when? So, like I said, not something that I've dealt with, even in the smallest amount. I have a very thick head of hair, and it's pretty hereditary. I don't even know if I had any minor shedding. I'm 2 years post-op. I'm not quite at goal. I'm about 50 pounds out. But the bulk of my weight loss is done. So I think that I can talk on this subject anyway. So like I said, had to do a little research, and I knew this was an issue. I knew it was going to be an issue going into surgery. It was one of the things that I talked to my surgeon about, something that I researched on a little bit, and then again after I read the question. But not something that I experienced anything with. But in my research and through my discussions with my surgeon, what I do know is that when you lose weight, and it doesn't matter if you're a weight loss surgery patient or if you just go through a traditional weight loss program, fitness and nutrition, what happens is when you lose a large amount of weight, your body reacts to that. And I've talked about this in my personal channel and maybe even here on the Proof channel about your body kind of going into this conservation mode where it doesn't do a whole lot. It doesn't want to build muscle mass. It doesn't want to build new tissues. It in some cases can actually start to eat on itself. Well, one of those things that it considers a defense mechanism or a non-essential system is your hair. So when we don't eat properly, when we don't get enough nutrients, when we don't take our vitamins, and I'm not talking about for a week, I'm talking about for an extended amount of time. All right. A serious malnutrition. I'm talking 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 weeks. Ooh, almost knocked my coffee over. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 weeks. On top of your body losing such a large amount of weight in such a small amount of time, your metabolism doesn't know how to react, and it goes into that defensive mode. And as part of that, stops generating or slows down the generation of hair follicle, hair tissues. And you start to lose your hair. Your hair follicles start to release their hair fibers because they don't need them. They don't have the chemicals and the nutrients that they need to maintain strong, healthy hair. As you begin to slow down your weight loss, as you begin to eat a little more, or open your variety of food up a little bit, and as I say that from a typical standpoint, I don't mean that from okay, I've lost weight, now I can eat whatever I want to standpoint. But as you start to get more comfortable, as you start to eat a little more, as you start to slow down your weight loss, your body starts to relax as well, and you'll stop losing your hair, and you'll start to actually grow it back. In fact, some of the things that I was reading an article in the Mayo Clinic that says usually about 6 months after rapid weight loss, people will see their hair start to grow back. Personally, and I don't know if I can attest this to the fact that I've always been on top of my nutrition, I've always been on top of my vitamins, and that's what I've heard and what I've read is that protein and your multivitamins are the two contributing factors to maintaining not only your hair but your muscle tissues and all those other non-essential systems that your body starts to kind of neglect as it starts to become malnourished. Because let's face it, 900 calories a day is not enough to sustain life for an average person. That's why the FDA said, what is it, 2,000 or 2,200 calories a day or whatever the hell it is now. I don't even pay attention to that crap anymore. That you're supposed to have. We're eating less than half of that as weight loss surgery patients. And if you're one of these, if you're a patient that has an RNY or gastric bypass or DS or any of those other malrestrictive, blah, blah, blah. I hadn't had enough coffee this morning. Any of those other surgery types that adjusts the way you digest food, it's even easier for you to become malnourished because you're not absorbing malabsorption. That's the word I was looking for. Even you're absorbing even fewer vitamins. You have to bring in even more vitamins, and things like muscular atrophy, things like hair loss become a real risk if you don't manage your nutrients, if you don't manage your nutrition, period, because you're not bringing in as much. But that's what I read. That's what I found out. And not a real big issue for me. And I think it is because, and I'd like to say that it's because, and I think it's the right thing to say because, since day one, my protein, my vitamins, my water have been right there on the top of the list. And staying on top of that, I think really helps. Also, I didn't lose a whole lot of weight at once. I wasn't one of those people that lost 150 pounds the first month, and then it kind of tapered off from there. My weight loss was really pretty gradual, partly because of the band and partly because of how slow I kind of stepped into my restriction. So yeah, that's all I got. Not a whole lot of information this week, I guess. Maybe next week we'll talk about something that pertains to me a little more. Hope you did get something out of this anyway. Guys, make sure you thumbs up. Don't thumbs down. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Come back and see us tomorrow for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works video. And come back and see me again on Monday for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works vlog. Have a great week, guys, and take care. Bye.